So there I am. It's the 90s and like the internet was invented like yesterday, right? So somewhere around your junior year in high school, everybody keeps asking you, so what are you going to do? What do you want to do? What college do you want to go to? And at that time, the internet was really, really ugly. Like ugly. Just so ugly. If you don't believe me, just go to spacejam.com and you'll see what I'm talking about. So before designing for the web was even a thing, I was drawn to it because I felt like I had some type of responsibility to make the web not look so ugly. But the thing about, society and academics, we all hit this point where someone says, eventually, you're going to have to make some money. And all your dreams about making things beautiful, they start to seem a lot less practical. So I went to college just like everybody else did. It was a thing that people did. People just went to college, even if they didn't know why they were going to college, they just went to college. So I did the same. So I landed on a major called Management Information Systems. And it was a weird major. It was like people were afraid of being too much into computers, so they had to mash up like computer science and business and just kind of smush them together. So it was a weird major, but it was a safe major. It was business and computers. I mean, how could you go wrong, right? So you get to school, right? You get to college and you're ready to go, and you're like, man, I want to change the world. I want to get something done with computers. I want to design for the web, even though I didn't know what designing for the web meant at the time. And you get in there and your first classes have absolutely nothing to do with IT. I mean, you start off with like calculus, history, chemistry, philosophy, theology, and eventually you got to a little bit of IT. So naturally, I did awful in all of these classes that I could really care less about. I mean, it was not what I wanted to do. It was not something that I actually wanted to do after college. It was just something I had to do to get a degree. I managed to struggle my way through college, but there's just one problem with this picture. I have no idea what I'm doing. And so because it was the early 2000s, a college degree was pretty much like a golden ticket to be hired. And I got picked up by a Fortune 50 company to work in IT. The problem is that the first day, the first week, the first month, the first year, absolutely nothing from my college degree helped me do anything at my job. I literally had to be taught or told what was expected or what was needed before I could actually do anything. So 14 years in, I look at everything that I've done in the past as a software engineer, and I realized that all of it was done by reading and looking at Stack Overflow and watching tutorials and teaching myself how to apply tech skills to the problems I was solving at work. So why am I telling you all this? I think it's because that kid back in the 90s who just wanted to make spacejam.com look so much better never really got his chance to do it. The traditional path and college and all that stuff just pulled him further and further away from his passion. And if I could go back in time to tell 16-year-old Jason what he should do, I'd probably just tell him to just start creating. Oh, yeah. Speaking of creating, I'm going to be putting my work on Instagram, at least until I get a Dribble invite. But thanks for subscribing. If you like this video, please click the like button. And we'll get into vlogs and code and all that stuff that you guys have been mentioning in the comments. And we'll see you next time. Peace.